The NFL has delivered a stunning announcement involving Andy Reid, head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. Sources confirm that the league has imposed a major punishment, sending shockwaves through the sports world. The details are emerging gradually, but early reports suggest that the sanction is linked to procedural violations within team operations. Reid, a coach celebrated for his leadership and innovative strategies, now faces scrutiny that challenges his impeccable professional reputation. The timing is critical, coming at a point when the Chiefs are heavily invested in maintaining their competitive edge. Fans and analysts alike are expressing disbelief, as Reid has long been considered a model of discipline and consistency. The NFL's decision marks a significant turning point, potentially affecting team morale, public perception, and organizational dynamics. Initial reactions from the franchise emphasize cooperation and a commitment to addressing the league's concerns transparently. As the story unfolds, the implications of this unprecedented disciplinary action are becoming clearer, illustrating how even the most respected figures in the sport are accountable to the league's strict standards. Details of the punishment indicate serious consequences for Reid, though the NFL has kept official statements concise. Early information points toward a combination of fines, potential suspension from team activities, and mandated compliance measures. Such penalties are rare for a coach of Reid's stature, emphasizing the gravity of the infraction. The league's enforcement office has reportedly reviewed communications, decision-making processes, and operational procedures to determine the appropriate disciplinary response. While the exact violation remains partially undisclosed, insiders suggest it involves deviations from standard NFL protocols governing team conduct and administrative oversight. For Reid, this represents not only a personal challenge, but also a test of leadership under scrutiny. The Chiefs organization must navigate this situation carefully, ensuring that daily operations continue without disruption while addressing league requirements. Players and staff are affected indirectly, as uncertainty can influence focus and morale. The severity of the punishment underscores the NFL's commitment to maintaining order, fairness, and integrity across all franchises, signaling that even legendary figures are not above the rules. Andy Reid's career is defined by decades of coaching success and innovation. With multiple Super Bowl appearances and a history of developing elite quarterbacks, he has established a reputation as one of the NFL's most effective strategists. This punishment, therefore, represents a rare blemish on an otherwise exemplary record. Historically, Reid's teams have been models of discipline, efficiency, and culture-driven performance. The current sanction contrasts sharply with this legacy, creating tension between his past accomplishments and present challenges. Analysts note that even minor infractions by a high-profile coach receive amplified attention, affecting public perception. For the Chiefs, Reid's leadership has been central to sustained success, influencing offensive schemes, team cohesion, and overall organizational philosophy. The incident highlights the delicate balance between authority and accountability in professional sports. It reminds both fans and aspiring coaches that adherence to league policies is non-negotiable, regardless of track record. The story serves as a cautionary example, illustrating that reputation alone cannot shield individuals from consequences when the league identifies procedural violations or lapses in judgment. Sources indicate that the punishment stems from specific deviations from NFL-mandated procedures. While the league has not released comprehensive details, insiders suggest it relates to administrative oversight or conduct within team management. Potential areas of concern include player communication protocols, training, operations, or strategic compliance measures that did not align with league expectations. The investigation reportedly included review of documentation, interviews with staff, and analysis of internal decision-making processes. The NFL determined that these deviations warranted formal disciplinary action to uphold fairness and operational consistency across all teams. Reid's involvement appears focused on oversight responsibilities rather than direct misconduct, emphasizing the role of leadership accountability. The Chiefs organization is reportedly cooperating fully, providing requested records and supporting compliance efforts. Understanding the root cause is essential to contextualize the punishment's significance. By examining where procedures diverged from policy, analysts can evaluate the impact on both the team's operations and broader league standards. The resolution may influence how all NFL franchises structure internal controls and monitor adherence to league rules. The punishment has introduced immediate operational challenges for the Chiefs. Daily team management, practice schedules, and strategic planning are affected as leadership adjusts to comply with the league's directives. While Reid's core influence remains, temporary limitations on his participation may require delegation to assistant coaches or coordinators. Players face increased attention on maintaining focus amid external distractions. The coaching staff must balance maintaining competitive preparation with addressing administrative requirements. Morale can fluctuate in such situations, as uncertainty and public scrutiny create pressure on both players and staff. The organization has emphasized transparency and cooperation to mitigate potential disruptions. Fans are closely watching how the team navigates this period, recognizing that even elite organizations experience turbulence. The Chiefs' response during this interval will serve as a measure of resilience, leadership continuity, and adaptability under high-stakes conditions. How quickly the team restores operational normalcy will influence both performance on the field and public perception of Reid's leadership. Players have reportedly reacted with a mix of surprise and concern. Andy Reid's reputation as a mentor and motivator creates trust and respect in the locker room. Nevertheless, the sanction introduces uncertainty that could affect performance and cohesion. Quarterbacks, skill position players, and team leaders must reinforce focus and support during practices and games. Coaching adjustments, including delegation of responsibilities, require clear communication to avoid confusion. Players are aware that external narratives can become distractions, and professional discipline is essential to maintain competitive consistency. Sources indicate that Mahomes and other key figures are emphasizing accountability and resilience, reinforcing team culture. Maintaining morale in high-pressure situations is critical, as performance can be affected by stress, speculation, and media scrutiny. Reid's influence, even when limited by punishment, continues to guide team dynamics, illustrating the significance of leadership beyond direct coaching. How the locker room adapts in this period may determine short-term results and shape the team's response to organizational challenges. The NFL community has reacted swiftly to the news, generating a surge of media coverage and analysis. Sports networks, commentators, and social media platforms are dissecting the reasons behind the sanction, speculating on its implications for both Reid and the Chiefs. Public opinion is divided, with some expressing surprise that a coach of Reid's stature faces disciplinary action, while others emphasize accountability and fairness. The story dominates headlines, influencing fan engagement and shaping broader perceptions of the league's regulatory practices. Chiefs supporters balance concern for their team with recognition that compliance remains paramount. Media scrutiny also examines historical precedents, comparing Reid's case to prior sanctions against coaches or teams. Coverage emphasizes both the seriousness of the league's enforcement and the potential impact on team operations. Public dialogue now frames the story as a test of leadership, resilience, and organizational integrity, highlighting the interplay between high-profile personalities and institutional oversight in professional sports. The sanction carries potential long-term implications for both Reid and the franchise. Beyond immediate fines or restrictions, the situation may influence contract negotiations, leadership dynamics, and public perception. Sponsors, partners, and other stakeholders may reassess engagements depending on the nature and duration of penalties. Organizational processes could undergo reforms to prevent recurrence, reshaping internal compliance and decision-making structures. The incident may serve as a case study within the NFL, emphasizing the importance of procedural rigor across all franchises. For Reid, maintaining credibility while navigating the consequences is critical. His response marked by cooperation, accountability, and transparent communication can mitigate reputational damage. Conversely, failure to adapt could exacerbate scrutiny and erode confidence. The chief's ability to balance operational continuity with adherence to league mandates will determine how the team is perceived in the longer term. Ultimately, the incident underscores that leadership entails both success on the field and unwavering compliance off it. From the NFL's standpoint, the punishment reinforces established enforcement standards. The league prioritizes fairness, transparency, and integrity across all teams, emphasizing that leadership accountability extends beyond wins and losses. Investigations are thorough and impartial, designed to identify lapses and enforce corrective measures. By sanctioning a high-profile coach, the league demonstrates that no individual is immune from oversight. This serves as a precedent for other franchises, highlighting that procedural adherence is critical to maintain competitive